Hey everyone, Miss Kelly here with my dog Toby, and we are going to read Pete the Cat Checks Out the Library by James Dean. It's taking him to the library for the very first time. The librarian gives Pete his very own library card. Cool, says Pete. The librarian smiles. Time for a tour. The librarian takes Pete through the library. There is a big desk where people wait to check out books. Pete sees some of his friends reading at the long table. It's very peaceful and quiet. How relaxing. The librarian takes Pete to her favorite room. There are lots of Pete-sized chairs and tables and shelves. There are books everywhere, every shape, size, and color. Wow, what do I do now? Pete asks. Now you read a book, the librarian says. Which book should I read? Asks Pete. You can read any book you like, says the librarian. Pete looks all around. There are so many books. Sorry, Tom. Pete picks a book all about airplanes and jets. He reads it and pretends he is a stunt pilot. He flies a super fast jet and does loopity-loops and spirals high in the sky. Then Pete finds a book with dragons and wizards and unicorns on the cover. He reads it and imagines he is a powerful wizard using magic spells and a special wand to defend his castle against the fire-breathing dragon. Look, Tobes. Next, Pete opens up a book about spiders and insects. He reads it and imagines that he is a scientist studying all types of critters in the wild. He has to be very still to study some of these critters and very fast to study others. Then Pete chooses a book with all sorts of scary monsters on the cover. It is a book of fairy tales. Pete reads it and pretends that he is in the dark, spooky forest trying to outsmart a big, bad wolf. Pete puts the book back on the shelf. Ooh, that one was too scary. Pete opens up a book about pyramids in Egypt. He reads it and pretends that he is an explorer riding a camel across the desert and climbs to the top of a giant pyramid. Next, Pete picks a book with all sorts of robots on the cover. He reads it and imagines that he's a robot at a robot dance party. His arms and legs make whizzing sounds when he moves. When the robot Pete speaks, he says, bleep, 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 bleep. Next, Pete picks a book about superheroes. He reads it and makes believe that he is a superhero. He flies around the city in a colorful cape, chasing bad guys, saving the day. Then Pete spots a big book about oceans and all its creatures. He reads it and imagines that he is a scientist in a submarine deep in the Atlantic Ocean, looking for whales, and squids, and sharks. There are so many wonderful books to read in the library. Pete can be whatever he imagines with a book. Reading is super groovy. The end. Okay, so Toby and I have a challenge. March's Reading Month is not over, and we challenge you to read at least 2 books today to somebody that you love. Could be your pet, could be reading with your mom, or your dad, or your brother, or your sister. Right, Tobes? So happy reading.